It's maybe a little bit early for beer,
Yes,
especially the state that we were in yesterday.
Yeah.
But what an occasion!
It was an amazing occasion.
It was like the best date ever. That's how I feel today. I feel like absolutely everything was like an electric atmosphere.
Yeah.
I haven't been to a game like that.
No, I think it's because it is quite remote that there were no All Blacks fans. Hardly any.
Very few.
Very few. I think as soon as you're in one of the big cities, you'll still get. We do have a few South African All Blacks fans.
Yeah.
And you'll still get a few, like a crowd of 10 people that support the All Blacks and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was just green, just absolutely green everywhere, and it's an amazing stadium. Good things came out of that 2010 World Cup for lots of reasons, but it's because we have such crazy stadiums in fairly rural areas, because it's a amazing stadium.
Yeah. Speaking of rural area, we're in Hazy View.
Yeah.
We're at an Airbnb.
Yeah, it's about an hour's drive north of Mbombela,
Yeah, we'll post like a Google Earth thing.
Yes.
And you can see where.
Yeah, and
what's this tree called, Nancy?
This is a strangler fig. Yeah, and there's like a beautiful coral tree, and we had an oriole in the tree just now. Beautiful bird life. We're in the Lowveld, in the Bushveld. We're on our way to Kruger National
There's
Park.
a blue rock in the background here.
Yeah.
What is that? A Simca? What is that?
I have no idea, but I don't think it drives.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, so the game.
Yeah.
The occasion.
So on the occasion, what I would like to say is the fan, like the crowd was so excited. They cheered when the Springboks were warming up.
Yeah.
When they came out onto the field, they cheered every tackle, every catch. Every time we caught the ball.
No, we're still in post-COVID. I mean, we're so excited that we can actually do this now.
Yeah.
I haven't been at a full test match. You guys watched the game in Wales.
Yeah.
But the anthem and like you say, just cheering every single thing.
Everything, not
every tackle.
Not a good thing. Like you slightly get over the gain line.
Yeah.
Not hardly.
Yeah.
You fall over the gain line.
Yeah.
Cheer.
And that's also the thing about taking it to these places. I mean, like when will a person from Nelspruit, if you can't really get out of Mpumalanga that much, be able to watch a test match? So that's what's awesome about it.
But the game started. Faf de Klerk first.
Yes.
What is it? 40 seconds.
It was like.
But I think that was maybe just the hype of the crowd getting him, goading him into. Goading the players into making crazy tackles. I think that was maybe a bit of a risky tackle.
Yes. No, and he was out cold.
Yeah, but when
a bit of a delay.
When he came to and he
showed
the crowd that he was okay, then the whole crowd went
another
wild.
big cheer.
Yeah, but otherwise then
played the entire game basically.
Our try came from an up and under.
Yes. Yeah.
Good play by then to recover and to pop then to Kurtley answer.
Yeah, you had to sort of do a little chickening there.
Yeah.
And it was just a clear run into the line basically, even though Bowden Barrett is crazy fast. It was quite close to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there it was pretty much just strangulation.
Yes. Yeah. Tackling them backwards, stealing a lot of balls at the rucks.
Our scrum was
scrum penalties. I think they got. I remember one scrum penalty that they got.
Yeah.
For a technical thing, they got a short arm as well. I think at one stage.
Yeah.
They had a line out. There was a closing the gap, but they also got a free kick. Yeah, but what do you put it to? I mean.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it was a very exciting game for if the foreigners were watching this game, they wouldn't say that this was like a game for the ages.
Yeah.
It was a typical of this Springbok team kind of game.
Yeah.
For instance, the way we played against Wales in that last test, it reminded me very much of that.
It's just forward dominance.
Yeah.
Size and power and just the aggression that we bring and the physicality that we bring was just too much. We said before the game that and fairly unknown front row. We know Angus Tarval, but the hooker I've never heard of. Because we don't watch Super Rugby and stuff like that. But where's Cody Taylor and where's?
I think Cody Taylor, was he on the bench? No, it was.
He's maybe injured.
Dan Coles.
Yeah, the guys who watch will probably know I assume he's injured because he's normally the starting hooker. But why not Dane Coles then? At least he's got that experience and he's played against the Springboks many times.
Yeah, a guy like Ori Savia, he was shut out of the game, isn't it?
Yeah,
he
quiet
made
for his standards.
Yeah, for his standards, quiet. He made one or two. I think he made a good steal.
Yeah.
He made his tackles, but otherwise a little bit quiet. And obviously Aaron Smith as well made a couple of errors.
Yes.
I thought.
Yeah.
There was one pass that he passed to no one.
Yeah.
Bit of a quiet.
Yeah,
game
there
for
was.
him.
As soon as it looked like they were going to get momentum, there's some sort of silly mistake.
Lots of errors.
Lots of
I wondered
errors.
if because it feels a little bit more humid here.
Yeah, it was. It was a fairly hot day.
Yeah.
It's not high above sea level. We spoke about that. But it is not 300 meters. It's about 600 meters above sea level.
Okay.
Doubt that would have an impact.
No.
In the end.
But yeah, lots of errors from both sides
Yeah.
actually there in the beginning. Andre Pollard missing a kick to the sideline.
Yes. Yeah.
Which
is not good.
losing a line out here and there.
Yeah. One line out on the attack that we lost. The Springboks.
So
Yeah.
it's I don't think by any means that we played that well.
Yeah.
I think that just our general game plan of suffocating them
Yes.
with our
Yeah, that's
set
basically
piece.
worked. That's
Yeah.
basically what we do.
Yeah.
Getting that early try, get your tail up, and to take the wind out of their sails and give us the momentum.
Yeah.
Got the game off to a good start, and they were never inside that 8-point barrier.
Yeah.
If they were, it was for short.
Yeah.
It was-
Half time was 10-3.
Yeah,
And then we
Yeah, it
obviously
was-
got a penalty at the
yeah,
end of the
made it
first
16,
10 of the second
13-3,
Mm.
16-3, and
Yeah.
they scored in the 76 minutes.
Which is it's funny where we were sitting behind the posts.
Yeah.
You can see how they're just trying to swing it wide.
Yes. Get
And
the ball to the
it
wing.
wasn't working.
Yeah.
They would,
Yeah, you're so used to an All Blacks team that makes line breaks look easy
yeah.
in a game that has become so defence dominated, and we're not seeing that. I won't say I miss that.
No, but
But
it's
it's
very nice that they didn't do
No,
that.
that they didn't do it. And when Caleb Clark actually did get the ball, I mean, he's 106 kgs.
He's a
He
big
rounded
guy.
Damien Willemse,
Yeah,
only just managed to catch him.
yeah.
And then Shannon Frizzell scored the try basically from a pick up and go straight after that.
But I read the New Zealand Herald.
Ah.
The headline is like, "All is lost.
Yes.
Bring in Scott Robinson now."
Oh, maybe JK will say that this was a good loss.
Yeah.
He will find a
He'll be
reason.
like, "Oh mate, I'm really glad it happened now."
Yeah, I'm really glad it happened, because he's probably going to say, I'm glad it happened because they need a new coach
Yes.
before the World Cup.
Yeah.
Can they stick with with what they have now? They've already changed Plumtree for this Ryan guy.
It just when you're at the game, you realise that the All Blacks have no actual plan.
No.
You know what it reminds me of actually is P. Div when he said that the game plan for the Springboks is the offload.
Oh, yes.
When you look at these guys, their game plan
delivery.
is just swing it wide and see if someone can run round someone.
Get it to the wing and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Now, confidence, I remember in 2004, they asked on Australian Rugby show, they asked Phil Kearns, how can you lose like that in did Harry Viljoen before Jake White, and then just all of a sudden start winning? And Phil Kearns just said it's a happy team. It's a happy team. Trust the coach, trust each other. If you're low on confidence, you can see it. You can see it on the field. They don't believe. There's no belief that they are actually going to win the game.
Yeah.
And then you get stuck in a rut. And we say that now. Next week at Ellis Park might be a completely different
No, that's
story.
the thing. So
Yeah.
we were saying earlier, well, I said that I think that the All Blacks will score first next week.
Yeah.
And then from there, hopefully we can still win it.
Yeah.
And I was just having this thought now about whether this is, it was a 16-point margin,
Yeah.
which is, the biggest margin we've ever won by is 17 points
Oh, against the All Blacks.
against the All Blacks. But is this the greatest victory ever? In my mind, no, because the All Blacks aren't themselves.
No.
If you think about the 2014 victory at Ellis Park,
Yeah.
where we played against a truly great All Black
Yes,
team,
the McCaw and Carter era. And stuff.
and that one we won, and in 2009 when we played against those great players.
Yeah.
So it's it just feels, it doesn't feel hollow because it's a great win, and I'm very happy for the win. But I feel sorry for the All Blacks. I want them. I want to beat them when they're at their best.
Now I think at the moment, if you want huge victories, it's probably be end of year beating Ireland and France. That would be the big goal.
Yeah.
Not beating the All Blacks is always
no.
massive.
It's huge. It's huge, and we're extremely happy. It's just you can, when you're at the game, you can see that they aren't right.
The first thing I said is, you can't lose with a crowd like that.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's
like if there's ever a 24th man.
Yeah.
They started doing the Mexican wave before the game.
Yes, during the warm-up there was a Mexican wave.
During all the Springboks were warming up in front of us, and the people were doing the Mexican.
There was one moment where the team started to they were warming up together here. Yeah. Then they started to move away from the corner, and everyone thought that they were going off the field, and people got up and cheered as though they just scored a try. They were doing a victory lap.
Yeah, the warm-up was like a game.
Yeah.
It was like the crowd goes going nuts every time they practice a line out and the guy catches the ball. The crowd goes ballistic.
Yeah,
it was really, really cool, very cool to see. Now you can't lose a rugby match in front of a crowd like that. All Test match crowds are. How do you lift yourself for the second game now?
Yeah, well, it's going to be bigger. It's I mean, that's 100,000 seater or 90,000 seater.
And Kirtley's out. Probably.
Yeah. If he's not concussed, then he's out for 6. That was a very careless.
Yeah. Faf will probably be out, so we'll have to see a change in a winger.
Yeah. Nkosi, he's still injured.
No, I think he's still injured. Yeah. Yeah. So Fassi's the guy in the mix, but they both of them play on at 11.
Yeah.
Unless you start Vili on the wing.
We'll have to
Jesse
see.
Kriel. Yeah.
Jesse Kriel probably.
Yeah.
Bring him in on right.
Yeah, so Vili scored right at the end there, just from
that was
trying everything, and they just lost the ball didn't catch it, and he just kicked it through and scored right in front of us, right under the posts.
Yeah, that was the cherry on the cake. Yeah,
flames going.
Yeah, it's just too much pressure.
It was an amazing moment.
One thing I think we must maybe mention: Australia's had a big win there against Argentina.
Yeah, 41-26.
Yeah,
that's a big win in Argentina.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they are on the up. It's going to be
a worry. We're playing them twice away.
Yes. Yeah. And last year it wasn't good.
It was not good. We could have won the first game, but then we got smashed the second game.
Yes.
And Australia, maybe a team on the up a little bit.
Yeah, we thought
I don't believe that they're going to be up in the world rankings or anything.
No.
I think that they're going to be a hard team to beat.
After the first game against England, I thought they're going to get a series win there, but it went south a bit. I think they don't have good players coming off the bench. I think they just lack a bit of depth. Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, off to Kruger.
Off to Kruger tomorrow?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah, now.
Now. We must go get ready.
Yes.
All right.
Let's do that.
Cheers.
Cheers.